What's up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. I'm out here in the shop just to grab a few things before I head out to the game store. Mainly these like pegboard basket things that I'm gonna use for toys. I have a bunch of other pegboard hooks that I've been trying to find. I bought them for my Amiibo stand that's in the game room, but I had a ton of them left over. So I was trying to find those, and I thought that they were in the closet of the game room, but I simply cannot find them, so I might just have to order some new ones, which isn't too big of a deal, but my plan for today is to just be at the game store all day. The guy that's supposed to be building the shelves, I finally got a hold of him this morning, and he apologized. He said he worked like 80 hours last week, and he wasn't eating. He was just working and sleeping basically, which I can understand if you're busy, but I've called him probably 8 or 9 times, and it doesn't take long to just answer one phone call and just explain like, hey man, I'm super busy, I'm really sorry, I'll get back to you tomorrow or something. I could completely understand that, but to just ignore me is a little weird. So this guy isn't very reliable, which really sucks, but I think I got his attention this time, and he's supposed to be meeting up with me tonight after he gets off work, or at least calling me. So I don't know. I made it pretty clear that this is like his last chance to do this, and I'm paying him to do it. So I told him basically, I need you to have this done by Friday, and I'll give you this amount of money. And if you can't do it, let me know, because I need someone else to do it. I need to figure this out. I can't keep waiting around. And he replied to that and explained that he was super busy and all that. So hopefully this gets taken care of tonight or tomorrow or sometime very, very soon. But yeah, so I'm going to be at the game store all day working on stuff, and let's get going. When I said the other day that I needed to get a couple more small TVs like this, I actually forgot that I have 2 more at home. One of them I brought down to the game room to use to film my GameCube collection video, which, if you guys haven't seen that, and I don't think that all of you have because it only has like 500 and something views, I would definitely recommend checking that out. It is probably the most editing work I've ever put into a video, and I think it came out really, really good. Everyone who has seen it seems to love it, so please check that out. But I used one of the little CRTs for that video, and I never brought it back to the garage. So when I was looking for the pegboard hooks earlier, I saw it in there, and I was like, oh, forgot about that one. So that'll probably go here. And then there's one more up in the garage that I just saw earlier today as well. So I should be good on TVs. There's actually 2 more in the garage, one of which is that really big Panasonic one that has a built-in DVD player and VCR that I would watch tapes on while I was testing and cleaning stuff out there. That one is going to be too big, I think, to go out here unless I find just a different place for it, which I've been considering moving this file cabinet a little more into the center it right here, and then put a TV on top of there as well. That's been something that I've been thinking about doing, so maybe it'll work there. But I actually don't have to buy any more TVs, like I said before, so that is awesome. I just got off the phone with the insurance place, and I gave them all the info. They calculated everything out. I have liability insurance, which is required by the landlord or the company that owns this property. Liability insurance to protect against death or injury of customers, basically. And then I also got insurance on the inventory, and they're getting all the paperwork written up. He's going to call me back first thing tomorrow, he said. And then once he does that, basically, the insurance coverage will start right away. So starting tomorrow, that is taken care of, which is awesome. I can write that off my list. I also need to call the gas and the electric companies and get it switched into my name for the store here. So I'm probably going to do that now. As I was talking, I was just kind of working on the games here, just taking off my old price tags because I have the new ones to put on. And they're going to cover the old ones, but some of the prices are not accurate because some of this stuff I priced so long ago. And I have multiple copies of the same game on this shelf that have different prices on them. So for example, NBA Jam, I have one for $5 and one for $8. Now, the one that's marked at 5 may just be missing a manual, and the other one might be complete, because I have priced things according to that before, but just trying to get the price tags off. It'll just be better in the end. But yeah, that's all I've really done so far. I'm going to finish getting the other security cameras hooked up. That first one is good up there, but I have the 3 others to plug in. And I brought like my power strip and my printer and all that kind of stuff for my desk in the back, and that's where the security camera monitor is going to be. And the back room there has a lock on the door that is different from the one out here. So that is going to be locked every night when I leave. So, yep, that's it for now. I'm going to continue just working on some stuff. I also put these little baskets here that I brought, which are going to be cool. And I also found a few more pegboard shelves, which were back in the shop, which I didn't realize I had. So this is actually working out pretty good. Check it out. It fits right there. There's a little gap right here, but it goes all the way to the end. So I was really worried about this shelf not being long enough and also not being able to fit. But now that I have these little ones, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of these little ones. So yeah, I think that that'll work out perfectly, and this whole side here can be DVDs or whatever. If I didn't have these, I was just planning on putting video game accessories on one side and toys on the other side, but looks like I could probably still do it how I was originally planning and put the DVDs on the other side. So I still got some stuff to figure out, because I may want to put the DVDs over on one of these shelves, because those shelves are going to have the VHS on them. And I think I've said this before, but even if I don't include the anime, because I have like 500 anime VHS, even if I leave that out, I think the other VHS that I have will fill both of those shelves. So it would be nice to have one for VHS and one for DVDs, but we'll see what happens. I'm just using it now to sort and organize and alphabetize the games, but they're not going to be staying there, of course. They're going into the big case that's going to be over here on this wall, which hopefully is taken care of ASAP. So I'm going to get back to work and get those security cameras up and probably make some more phone calls and get some more stuff taken care of, and I'll see you guys in a bit. In yesterday's vlog, I talked about the glass case, the 20-foot glass case that's going to be housing all of the games for the game store. And a couple of you guys think that might not be the best option, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit more because I've thought about this for quite some time, and obviously I have to consider the buyer's experience while they're at my store. I want it to be a pleasant experience. I don't want them to be annoyed by things, and I completely get your guys' point that the games being locked up and the customer not being able to simply walk in, pick up a game off the shelf, and check it out is not necessarily the best solution. However, I think that in order to protect my business, having the games behind glass is the best option. And I wanted to explain a little bit more about, not necessarily about the case, but about what I'm going to be doing. And I think that this will clear. I don't think there's really any confusion, but I think this will clear some things up and maybe get some of you guys to understand why I'm choosing to do it like this. If someone comes into the store and they're not giving me a weird feeling, and it's not like a large group of teenagers or some sketchy person I can tell is like on drugs or anything like that, if they're just a normal person coming in to look for some video games, I will unlock the cases and allow them to browse as they wish. And that's going to be the case in probably 95% of the people that walk in here. So yes, initially I will have to unlock the case for them, but I think if I can tell that they're not going to steal anything, basically, if I don't get a bad feeling from them, I'm perfectly fine with opening up the cases and allowing them to browse. and I've been at other game stores that do similar things. Now, if a guy comes in with his hood up and he doesn't take it down, maybe he's got sunglasses on and he's just acting really sketchy, maybe he like brings a backpack with him, which obviously if someone comes with a backpack, I'm going to ask him to please leave it at the counter or something, but if there's someone like that comes in and they want to look at games in the case, obviously I'm going to stand there with them and open it for them and stand there while they browse. But in most cases, 95%, like I said, if they are just acting normal and they're chatting with me and they're being cool and they're just being a regular shopper, I'll unlock the cases and allow them to browse. But I think that having the games behind the glass is just the best way to protect my business, not only from theft, but just from whatever. The two solutions would be to either leave the games in the cases and have them out not in the glass, or at least have the case unlocked, but that opens me up to people grabbing and running with games. Obviously that's like the worst solution. The other way is to keep the discs behind the counter, either in an alphabetizing system like GameStop does with the paper sleeves in like filing cabinets, or put them in one of those big binders that holds like 300 discs, which is what Cash America Pawn does. The way Cash America does it, I think, is terrible because they have all the slots numbered in those binders, and then they write the number on the inside of the case, which is not great. And I think there's just way more work involved on my end to take every disc out of the case and put it behind the counter somewhere. And at this location, this place is kind of small, and I'm already feeling like it's getting filled up, and I don't have room behind the counter to be keeping the discs for all the games. So I think that the way that I'm going to have it set up is just the best solution for me, and I understand that not everyone is going to agree with that, but I've thought about this for quite some time, and I think this is just the best solution for my store. So hopefully, if any of you guys come to shop here, it won't be too annoying, and, if you're just a cool person, I'm just going to open the case and let you browse as you wish. So hopefully that clears it up a little bit more, and hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. So right now, I'm getting the computer and cash box and all that set up. I looked it up. You can put your computer on the side, so don't worry. It doesn't fit standing upright in any of these compartments, so this is the way that it has to be. But I just got this. This is the little thing that like shows the customer the prices and all that. I just got that secured. Got the 2 screws in there. It's pretty good. This monitor I actually am going to replace. I love this monitor. I found it at the outlet in a bin. I got it for like $10 and it works beautifully. However, this opening right here is too small for it to fit back in, so it only goes that far back. And that doesn't leave me much room for a keyboard and all that. Keyboard's gonna have to go up here. This is pushed back as far as it can go. There's a piece of wood back there. So I'm gonna have to have a keyboard right here, but if I had a smaller monitor, this is just super wide, but if it was not as wide, then it could go back a lot farther, as you can see. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'll probably just give Abby this monitor for her computer because she wants to upgrade anyway, and this one's much bigger than either of the two that she has. So I'm still working on getting this thing all set up. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. My parents just left, and my dad came to help me drill out the locks on the pinball machines, which we did. So now I can finally open them, which is pretty cool. And this one actually had a quarter in it from 1982, and I highly doubt that it was put in the machine that long ago, but still cool, 25 cents. And on the Pink Panther one here, got the ball removed. We were able to, since we got it open, we were able to take off the glass, get the ball removed. Then I used a zip tie. I don't know if you guys can see. I used a zip tie there to block it so that the ball doesn't get stuck. And it looks like it's blocking the little trap there a little bit, but I tested it. The ball still goes into the trap, and it works perfectly fine. So that is pretty cool. Someone told me what to do. They suggested I used a piece of rubber, which I interpreted as use a rubber band, which I was going to do, but then my dad's like, well, I have a zip tie you could use, and the zip tie will last way longer than a rubber band would, so I decided to go that route, and it's also much more secure. The rubber band, I'm sure, would have, if it didn't turn brittle and fall off, it would have slipped off somehow. But yeah, that's awesome. Very simple repair. Obviously, I didn't have to do anything electrical with it, but it's cool to know that I was able to fix that, you know, with the help of my dad drilling it. But I didn't have to have someone who knows about pinball come out and do it, which was, I think, pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna play this for a little bit actually before I get back to work. I'm almost done setting up the whole computer setup there, except I need a couple different things. Like I said, I need to replace the monitor, and I need a longer HDMI cable for the monitor to reach to plug into the tower. But yep, I gotta vacuum up all these metal shavings too, but I'm gonna play Pink Panther for a little bit here and then get back to work. I've been doing some busy work, stuff that's not interesting to film, but I got the electric switched into my name from the landlords. I tried to do the gas as well, but I have to call back tomorrow to do that because they need some of my business numbers and everything that I don't have with me. So I got to remember to grab that paperwork tonight so I can bring it with me tomorrow. What else? I called some other place, I don't remember. But I did a few just things like that. I also ordered a bunch of USB extension cables off of eBay because how far down the computer has to be to fit anywhere is pretty far. So the USB cables will not reach. Only one. I think only one of them will reach the way it is now. So I ordered a bunch of extensions off of eBay to get that taken care of, and I made sure to order them from a US seller. So hopefully they get here pretty quick. But right now, I'm going to head out and I'm going to go to a store called Cash and Carry. I don't know if these stores are all over the US, but it's basically like a restaurant supply store that is open to the public. So you can buy like ridiculous quantities of like ice cream if you want, or olives or pickles or just whatever you want. You can buy like literally you can buy a 10-gallon bucket of vanilla ice cream from this place. They don't only have food though, they have things that many retail stores can use. And what I'm going for specifically are plastic shopping bags. And I've looked into getting custom ones made because I thought it'd be really cool to have like, you know, like an orange bag with the Double Jump Video Games logo on the side and all that. But unless you're ordering like at least like 15 or 20,000 bags, it's just not worth it because you're paying, I think the cheapest that I was seeing to order like 5,000 bags would have been like, what was it, like 12 cents per bag or something, which is just ridiculous. So I'm just going to go there and get these generic ones. I think they're super cheap. I think it's like $20 for 1,000 or something. I don't know. I guess I'll find out here in a minute though. I also want to see if they have the little metal wire rack things that hold the bags, because I don't have anything like that. So I'm going to get those for sure. I'm going to look at what else they have and maybe pick up a few other things for the store. And then the guy has been texting me back today, which is very encouraging. He's supposed to be coming to at least meet with me and check out the stuff tonight. I have about an hour between now and when he is supposed to be here, so I got to run to Cash and Carry, and then I'm coming back, obviously, to meet with him. So let's get going and hopefully find some cool stuff. This place, Cash and Carry, is also where I planned on buying like the snacks or the candy that I'm gonna have for sale here in the store. And I don't really have time to show you guys, but I have two, I don't even know where I put them. I have two little pieces of slat board that I bought from an Office Max that was going out of business. And I didn't really have any specific plans for them, but they were like $5, so I figured, oh, I'll find something to do with those. And they're going to attach to the front of the counter, and then I'm going to be able to put little slat board shelves on it and then I'll put like the candy and stuff on those shelves. So that's gonna be pretty perfect, but it's time to go now. Head over to Cash and Carry. I've only been here once before, but it's kind of fun coming here. So yeah, you can get some tissue paper if you need just a little roll. They've got all sorts of stuff. Paper toilet seat covers, napkins, like takeout boxes and stuff. Where are the bags though? Well, I'm gonna look around and try and find some stuff. Here's what I grabbed. Got some soap for the bathroom, and then 1,000 of these. They're called t-shirt bags, but these are basically just the bags you see at any place. They're just generic. They don't carry the little racks that hold them, so I'm gonna have to buy one of those off of eBay or something. So the guy just left, and he looked at all the stuff here for the big 20-foot case, and he took inventory of what's here. He took pictures, so he knows exactly what he needs to bring to fully assemble it, basically. There's a few pieces missing. Luckily, he has tons of extras of all this stuff because he remodels all the Fred Meyers and gets all the cases when they take them out. So there's actually a couple pieces at home that I still need to bring that I didn't realize I had. He also messed with my lock, which I showed you guys the other day. You know, they go into these little housings there, and then these stupid cylinder locks, those cores go into them, and I wasn't able to get it to work. He wasn't able to get it to work, and he knows what he's doing. He said that these must not be the right cylinder locks, or the right cores, basically. So he said he's going to find out tomorrow which ones I need specifically, because I just went and looked at the one at Fred Meyer, and then I looked at my little doors here, and I got ones that physically fit, but apparently they're just not the right ones. So he said he's going to find out tomorrow for sure, like which model number, basically, and hopefully I can find them. I'm a little worried that I'm not going to be able to find them on eBay or something, and I'm going to have to buy them brand new, which is not cheap. The ones that I have here, I'm hoping that I can return them, basically, because they're not broken, they're just not the right ones, and I can't use them. So I should be able to return them. I'll probably have to pay return shipping, but that's not a problem. You know, it's my mistake that I bought the wrong ones, basically, not the seller. So hopefully I can get those, and I can get them shipped priority or something. I don't know. One thing that I am worried about is that they got called into work over this last weekend, and that's why they didn't come. He's planning on coming on Saturday to build the shelf, but what happens if he gets called in again? I'm kind of freaked out about that because, like I told him, until this shelf is built, I can't do really anything with the rest of my inventory because I need that shelf to alphabetize and organize everything, get stuff out of the plastic tubs and out of these boxes and everything and on the shelf so I can alphabetize them. Then I can print the price tags, which print alphabetically, so I can get that stuff priced. And then from there, I still have to enter in all the systems, accessories, toys, vinyl, VHS, cassette tapes, all that stuff. I still have to physically enter in to the spreadsheet and then import into the inventory system. So there's still a ton of work to do, but it is coming along. So over the next couple days, I don't really know what else I can do because I've ordered, I can't do anything with the computer, basically. I mean, I could hook it up somewhere else and use it, but there's not much I can do with it anyway till the shelf is built, like I said. I'm waiting on those USB extension cables to come for the computer. For now, since I'm not open, I could just set the tower on the glass case there, and I could use it like that. So I guess I could do something with that. But right now, I'm kind of just waiting on other people and other things to come in the mail, which is nerve-wracking because I'm it's out of my control with a lot of this stuff. But I still have a list of things to do. So I'm not going to stop coming in, obviously. There's always something to do. I did a lot of vacuuming today, cleaning up crap that fell from the ceiling when we put in the security cameras and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where I am right now. I'm actually getting ready to head home. I was supposed to be meeting 2 people today here to sell the GameCube with Luigi's Mansion and to sell a skateboard, and I brought everything with me, and I haven't heard back from either of them in quite some time. So I'm going to send them one more message and see if they're still ready to meet tonight. If they are, then I'll wait here and I'll find something to do, and if not, then I'm just going to probably head home because I'm very tired and hungry and there's not much else to do tonight. I mean, like I said, I can always find something, but that's where I am at now. So it looks like the person who is coming to buy the GameCube is still coming. They're on their way back to Vancouver from Portland, and they're going to stop by here on their way home. So I'm going to wait for them, sell that, and then head home. Guy was just here to buy the GameCube, and he just got a black system with cables, controller. I was supposed to get him a memory card, but I forgot to bring one from home, so he's going to meet me again tomorrow to grab that. And then a complete copy of Luigi's Mansion, and he actually traded me some stuff to make it cheaper for himself. So he gave me, let me set the camera down, he gave me $40 cash, and then I also got Extreme G, extremely yellowed, FIFA 64, and we got Contra 3, which is the main one that I wanted, and then Top Gear, Super High Impact, Mortal Kombat 3, and then disc-only copies of Pokemon Coliseum. This is like a printed cover, but a disc-only copy of that, which has me a little concerned. There's little dots on there of the artwork missing, so I'm hoping that one's going to work. And then also a disc-only copy of Gale of Darkness. So I'm not sure if I have cases for either of those GameCube games, but not bad titles to get for my first trade-in at the store. And I didn't let him inside or anything. I just met him in the parking lot. I don't have a problem meeting people here to do deals like this and stuff, but until we're actually open, I'm not going to be having anyone come inside unless they're like working for me doing something. Like the guy building the shelf, of course, he had to come inside. But any little Craigslist deals I do here, until we're open, I will just meet people outside. But yep, so he's gone now, and that means that I'm about to be gone. It's almost like 9 o'clock, I believe, so there's really not much else I can do here. While I was waiting, I played Pink Panther Pinball a bunch, and then I also alphabetized the few GameCube games that are here. That's all that I have here so far. Most of the GameCube games are still in my garage. They're in one of the back cabinets, and then I still have the glass case as well, which has like all the better titles in it. So I'm going to collect my things and leave for the evening, and I'm going to start locking this back door to my office, since this is where the security camera thing is. And this is like a super heavy-duty door, so that's really cool. Gotta figure out which key it is, though. But I'm headed home. Oh, what time is it? Oh, dang it. Just remembered, I was planning earlier, well, I guess I couldn't have done it anyway, but I was planning on stopping and getting some barbecue on my way home for Abby and I for dinner, and I looked up the place earlier. I think they closed at 8. Dang it. There's this place, I went there before, I'm pretty sure I vlogged it, but it was just so good, and that sucks that I missed it. I might look up another place and see if there's another place on the way home, because I've been craving. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce at all. I don't like that it's sweet. But I do like pulled pork, and I do like brisket and stuff like that. As long as the barbecue sauce isn't too heavy, then I love that stuff. And I was really looking forward to that. God dang it! Well, I'm going to collect my things and head home. So I have a goal that I would like to complete collecting-wise, and I want to ask you guys if you have any complete in-box Nintendo 64 games that you'd be interested in selling. I'm also interested in empty boxes or just boxes and manuals. At this point, I'm probably not interested in manuals by themselves. Definitely not cartridges by themselves. Certain manuals I would be interested in, but just general common stuff, probably not by themselves. But if you have any boxes for sure, or boxes of manuals, or complete N64 games that you're looking to sell, please let me know. Facebook is the best way to get in contact with me. There's a link in the description to my SicCooper Facebook page, or Instagram as well. I have over 200 N64 games already, so the list of what I'm looking for is, it's not too big, or not too small, but I have a majority of them already. So most of the common stuff, your Pokemon games, your Mario games, your Zelda games, I have all those. What I'm looking for, as far as rare stuff goes, I still need Transformers, I need Worms Armageddon, I need StarCraft, I need Goemon's Great Adventure. I have a manual for that, but I need a box. And I think that's it for like the really rare stuff. Maybe I need Chameleon Twist 2 as well, I'm not sure, but and then I just need a bunch of like uncommon stuff, like Big Mountain 2000, or like Turok 3, just random stuff like that. So if you have anything, just let me know. I'm a little picky about condition. I don't want something that's like too crushed or anything. Definitely nothing that has a rip in the box. But if you have anything, just let me know and maybe we can make a deal. I'm trying to complete the set, not this year, but by October of next year. So giving myself a little over a year to get the final 100 games, and hopefully I can just be buying some on my own as well, like, off of eBay or just wherever, to try and, inch towards that goal. I started this collection in 2014, so it's been 4 years and I've gotten 2/3 of the N64 set done already. So I'm hoping that in one single year I can get the remainder of the games. And luckily, I have most of the expensive ones out of the way. I have Sculptor's Cut, I have Stunt Racer, I have Bomberman and Harvest Moon and Ogre Battle and Snowboard Kids 2 and Rat Attack and all these, I have all this stuff, which is nice to have out of the way. But Transformers and Worms are not cheap. So those are ones I'm mainly looking for, and I need both box versions of Transformers. There's one with the Blockbuster logo and one without, so I need both of those. I'm also interested in any variants that you guys may have. I have the Gauntlet Legends with the metal figurine, and I have the Rampage big box, but I don't have the plush. The plush is super expensive. That's not something I'm really looking to add to the collection right now, unless, of course, I found it cheap or I could trade for it. But as far as the other variants, I need the Shadow Man with the sunglasses, I need the Glover with the t-shirt, I need the Toy Story 2 with the movie ticket, so just a lot of random stuff that I still need. If you guys have anything, please, you can just even leave it in the comments down below if you want, and we'll get in contact from there. But Facebook or Instagram is usually the best way to get a hold of me. So yeah, if you guys have anything, please let me know. I know it's super dark, but I'm stopping at Burgerville really quick to just grab... Abby just wants one regular cheeseburger. I asked her if she's sure she only wanted one. She said yeah. But I'm gonna get... They have the Alaskan halibut sandwich or something, which I really like, so I'm gonna probably get one of those. Maybe something else. I'm pretty hungry. But I'm going to grab this food and then head home. I woke Abby up when I called her, so I'm assuming she's going to be asleep when I get home.